Hello everyone and welcome back to Siah Sports. Today I want to talk about the Los Angeles Lakers and their free agency plans. Free agency officially opens tomorrow, June 30th, or later tonight, depending on when I put this video out. I plan on putting it out Thursday. So let's see. The Los Angeles Lakers have 4 players officially on the roster, which are LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and Jalen Hood-Schifino. Maxwell Lewis will probably be on the team as well. And Jared Vanderbilt, his option was actually picked up pretty recently. So, I guess if you were to add those guys, it's 6 players officially on the roster. Are all of them going to be getting minutes? Lewis probably not. Schifino maybe. Depends on what they do with their backup point guard situation. But hopefully, I have a lot of faith in that Schifino kid. So I think he should be getting minutes. Personally, my opinion, he should be getting minutes. But let's go into what the rest of the roster needs to look like. So we have our starting 3, 4, and 5 figured out, I guess, pretty much. In terms of, we have at least LeBron and AD, and Max Christie is going to be getting more minutes this year, so he's going to be in the rotation. So that essentially eliminates the need for Lonnie Walker, Malik Beasley, or anyone else who would be taking the backup 2 guard spot. And we also have options for Mo Bamba and Malik Beasley. The Lakers have also sent out qualifying offers to both Rui Hachimura and Austin Reeves. Odds are they'll match whatever deal that either of them get. So let's just say, out of the list of players that we have, we got LeBron, AD, Christie, Reeves, Hachimura, Vanderbilt, Lewis, and Schifino, or Jalen Hood, I guess. Hood, I don't know, Hood, Schifino, or Hood, Schifino. I'm not entirely sure what he goes by. In 2K, he just goes as Hood, so we'll just say Hood. So with those guys, who's going to be getting minutes? Probably not Lewis. Odds are he'll be put in the G League, which I'm not actually against. That seems like a pretty decent idea. So, as of now, we got Reeves as our starting 2, Braun as our starting 4, Hachimura is our starting 3, and AD at center. So we need a starting point guard. Jalen Hood-Schifino could be our backup point guard. So we got our backup point guard good. Christie is our backup shooting guard. And Vanderbilt is our backup 4. So who else do we need? We need a 3. We need a, not a 3. Well, we need a 3. We need a backup wing. We need a backup center. And we need a starting point guard. Backup center, we could put Mo Bamba in there, but let's hold off on that. Let's see what else is available. As of now, D'Lo is seemingly going to be coming back. I'm not entirely sure what kind of deal he's looking for. If he's looking for something maybe 3 years, $15 million a year, I'm not against giving him that. Anything more, probably not. I'm not actually good for that. So let's just slide D'Lo in as should be our starting point guard. But we need a couple other guys. We need a backup wing, someone who could play, who could stretch the floor even, and just give us more a 3-and-D kind of guy. I wouldn't want to bring back Schroeder or Lonnie. Not that they're not good, or not that they're bad players, but just I would much rather be using our mid-level exception on someone else. The mid-level exception is, I believe, $10 million? I'm not entirely sure how much money it is. But we could be using that exception towards someone else. So who else is there? Let's take a look. Okay, so here we are at the official, not the official website, but we are at the NBA free agency website. This tells us who the free agents are, what they're looking for, and pretty much just what they had last year, what kind of type of free agent are they, how old they are, blah, blah, blah. This gives us all the info. So, after re-signing everybody, the Lakers have approximately that $10 million mid-level exception that they're looking for. So let's just see what they got. I'm not against bringing on Seth Curry. He could be a good, maybe even backup point guard if we don't want to go in the Schifino direction. We could even look for maybe Taurean Prince to be that backup wing that we were talking about earlier. We have, again, D'Lo's up here. We could bring back D'Lo, which I'm not against doing. We could bring back Westbrook. No, not Westbrook. a couple of these guys are already like off the board. Like Porzingis is pretty much off. I mean, he just got traded, so he's gone. I'm not against bringing on Jakob Poeltl to be like a backup guy. Maybe Mason Plumlee, who can take maybe a minimum. I wouldn't be shocked if Mason Plumlee takes a minimum. I wouldn't be shocked if maybe we go after someone like Torrey Craig, who could go for the minimum. I'm not entirely sure what exactly he's looking for. Dante DiVincenzo recently declined his option, so there are odds that he might go for something. I'm not entirely sure what. Terrence Davis is not great, but he is a good backup option, I guess. Once you get past maybe like the top 20 names on here, then it gets pretty not fantastic. Arguably, this this free agency class is one of the weaker ones because really the only big free agents that there are like Chris Middleton, Harden, Kyrie, and Kristaps. They're probably like those are like the top 4 guys, and that's a pretty weak class. Russell Westbrook is only at the top here because he made the most money last year, but Westbrook is going to go for nothing. Middleton, he might go for something, but I'm not sure. Odds are he'll resign. Kyrie, like the only non-definite options were like Middleton has a 75% chance of resigning with the Bucks. The only ones that we don't have we know where he's going are Harden and Irving, and really like that's about it. Jeremy Grant is a good option as if he's not looking for that much. Odds are he's looking for like $30 million plus a year, which I'm not entirely down for. Even Portland to give him. I don't think Portland should be giving him that kind of money just in general. Harrison Barnes is not a bad option as well. I mean, he's already made his money, so he's probably going to go for something cheaper. Fred VanVleet is probably going to be looking for $30 million a year. Draymond is going to be looking for like $30 million a year. Kevin Love isn't a terrible option as well. He's probably going to be going for something really cheap. I wouldn't be shocked if the Lakers try and go for Kevin Love for 2 reasons. One, he can still provide good spacing, and he is like a big man who can give good spacing. Maybe he could even be like the backup center. And 2, he's friends with LeBron, and if you're friends with LeBron, then you're probably have a good chance of being on here. Now, what I want to talk about, which I'm going to segue entirely, is Draymond Green. There are a lot of rumors, and even just fans saying that, the Lakers should get Draymond Green. Let me tell you a secret. Hell no! The Lakers should not want Draymond Green. We should not want anything to do with Draymond Green. Draymond Green is a bum, in my opinion. Personally, okay? I don't like him because of his antics that he does every year. And he just doesn't provide... He doesn't provide anything nearly worth what he's looking for, of like $30 million a year, supermax. Hell no. Hell no. Can he score? Barely. Can he play make? He can actually play make pretty well. Can he rebound? He's okay at rebounding. Can he play defense? He's actually pretty good at defense. But guess what? This dude's about to be 34 years old. And once you get past that age, you start slowing down. And then your off-ball defense really struggles because of it. And just in general, what he provides is not what we're looking for. We're not looking for someone who's going to bring all of that shit that he brings, all that baggage to LA. That's why I don't want to get Kyrie for the same reasons. Kyrie might be a fantastic player. He might be one of the best players in the world. But he's just so much baggage to where it's not worth it. It's not worth it to bring on Kyrie Irving. It is not worth it at all. James Harden is probably going to re-sign with Philly or go to Houston. I'm not entirely sure, honestly. But if I were to make like a top 5, let's say just top 5 of who we should get. I'm not counting D'Lo in this top 5 because I'm talking about like new people. Number 1, probably Brook Lopez. I wouldn't be against getting Brook Lopez. Maybe be like a backup 5, or even a starting 5 if you want to push Hachimura to the bench again and maybe make AD a 4. Number 2 would probably be Seth Curry. I really do like what Seth Curry provides, and we need more shooting just in general. Number 3, Torrey Craig. I actually would like for us to get Torrey Craig just because he's pretty good at the holes that we need, and he is a backup wing that we could use. Number 4 is a 2-way spot shared between Kevin Love and Harrison Barnes. I mean, either of them could be like a decent backup guy They're not stars anymore. They're not the players that they once were. But they bring a good veteran presence, especially since our team is trying to get younger. They provide good veteran presence, and they both know LeBron. Harrison Barnes not that well, but he faced LeBron multiple times, so he probably knows the plan of what other teams are going to do in order to beat LeBron James. So he probably knows more than anyone else about how to do that because he faced him so many times in the finals. Or at least he faced him a couple times. And I wouldn't be shocked if Kevin Love comes, because I've always been a Kevin Love guy. Even if we get him just on a veteran minimum, like, just come on, dude. Even if you don't play, just come on, just get over here. And number 5, the guy that I'm really looking for, maybe someone who could also match with what we're doing, is Jakob Poeltl. His defense is okay. His defense is pretty decent. He provides that good backup center kind of guy that we're looking for. Him and Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez is pretty much just an older, more defensively minded version of what Jakob Poeltl was looking for, or what we're looking for in the center. And Jakob Poeltl is also kind of like a weaker version of that. But hey, anything is anything at this point. If we're handing out veteran minimums just to people, I don't know what Schroeder's gonna want. If Schroeder wants the minimum, okay, we can bring back Dennis Schroeder. If he wants more than that, then probably not. I wouldn't want to do that for him. Javon Carter, if Carter is down, then I'm down to go for Javon Carter. I know he's okay, and he could be useful. He could be useful. Oh, another guy that we were looking at is Yuta Watanabe. And for 2 reasons. We were looking at him, or the fan base was looking at him. 1, because he provides that shooting that we're looking for in like a backup wing kind of guy. And 2, for some reason, they think that because he's Japanese, that him and Rui know each other or something. I heard someone saying that, like, oh, if we sign Yuta, then Rui's 100% kind of going to want to join us. I'm like, what is that supposed to mean? Like, I know they're the only 2 Japanese dudes in the league right now, but just because one of them comes doesn't mean the other one wants to. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they can like relate to each other on some kind of level. Again, I'm not entirely sure what people mean by that, but I'm not against Yuta Watanabe. Bring him on like a minimum kind of thing, or maybe give him like $2 million or something. I'm not entirely sure what he would be looking for, but if he's looking for something pretty cheap, I'm not against that either. And that's it. That's what I'm thinking of for the Lakers for their free agency plans. Like I said, this free agency class is very not star heavy, which is kind of a good thing. Since we have so much cap space now, there's no star that we're really looking at who can take up all of that cap space. Right now, the Lakers are kind of forced to focus on depth, which is good because we're building around LeBron and AD. Having a third star has proven to not work. So having depth, having people you can build around is good. Would I love us to get Brook Lopez? Of course I would. Would I love us to have gone after Naz Reid? Of course I would have. But he got taken off the board pretty quickly by Minnesota. He might have gotten overpaid a little bit by Minnesota, let's be real. But hey, not a terrible signing. It could have been a lot worse. So hopefully the Lakers do pretty well. I will update here as well with whatever the Lakers end up doing in about a week. I'll post a video talking about whatever it is the Lakers did in their first week. We could bring back Mo Bamba and Malik Beasley and trade them. If something like that happens, I'll probably make a short about that too. And hopefully the game just goes good. Hopefully the free agency goes good. Hopefully my Lakers can win it all next season, because as far as I know, never count out the Lakers and never count out LeBron James. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on Siah Sports. Goodbye.